Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Ali and let's talk about finance. In today's video, we're going to be going over 4 things that you should take full advantage of before the end of the year so then you can set yourself up for 2025. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to be talking about is taking full advantage of the first home savings account. Every single calendar year, you have $8,000 that you could contribute into the first home savings account until you reach the maximum of $40,000 contributed into the first home savings account. Now, in order to take full advantage of the tax advantages of the first home savings account, you have to make sure that you contribute into this account, as the deadline to contribute into this account is December 31st. So before the end of the year, make sure that if you have any money that you wanted to put into the first home savings account, you contribute that into your first home savings account so then you can take advantage of the tax deductions that you get from those contributions. So this means that if you contribute into your first home savings account by December 31st, when you go to file your taxes for 2024, you're going to be able to deduct the amount of money that you put into the account from your taxes. So let's say, for example, you made $75,000 in 2024 and you contributed $5,000 into your first home savings account. As long as you made that $5,000 contribution in 2024, then you'll be able to reduce your taxable income reduce it from 75 down to 70,000 because of that $5,000 contribution that you made. So don't forget, if you have some extra money that you were looking to put into the first home savings account, make sure to do that by December 31st. So the second thing that I wanted to bring up is the contribution space of the tax-free savings account. So the way that the contribution space of the tax-free savings account works, essentially there's a set amount that you're able to contribute on an annual basis. That contribution space carries forward every year that you don't use it. And essentially what happens is on January 1st of every single year, you get an additional contribution, but also it resets any sort of withdrawals that you made in the previous year. So if you are thinking about taking money out of your tax-free savings account, make sure to do it before the end of the year. So then once January comes around, that withdrawal that you made in December will get re-added to your contribution limit for 2025. The reason that I'm suggesting this is because if you end up taking money out of your tax-free savings account in January, you have to wait until January of the next year to regain that contribution space. So if you're in a situation where you think you might end up taking some money out of the tax-free savings account, make sure to do it by December 31st. So then once January 1st comes around, you regain that contribution space. So next year, if you end up having a little bit more money that you wanted to put into the tax-free savings account, you can do that without having to be penalized because your contribution space was reset on January 1st. Another thing you have to make sure you do before the end of the year is if you have any investments that are sitting in a non-registered account or a taxable account, if you are losing money on those investments, make sure you sell them so you could take advantage of the capital losses that you could accumulate from those investments. Let me take a step back. What is a capital loss? A capital loss is essentially when you sell an investment for less than what you bought it. Again, this has to be in a non-registered or taxable account. So what ends up happening is if you made money on some investments, you get a capital gain. But if you lose money and you sell it for less than what you bought it for, you get a capital loss. So if you have any investments that are losing money, make sure to sell those so then you could take advantage of the capital losses, which will end up offsetting the capital gains that you have. So say, for example, you have $2,500 in capital gains and you have an investment right now that's currently losing you $1,000. If you were to go to sell that investment, again, if it's sitting in the non-registered or the taxable account, then you'll be able to reduce your capital gains from $2,500 down to $1,500 because you're taking advantage of that capital loss of $1,000. Now, the reason that this is a good strategy to use is because now when you go to file your taxes, you're only going to owe taxes on the capital gains of $1,500 instead of $2,500. So ultimately that means that you end up saving money in taxes with regards to the capital gains from your investments. The last thing that you should take full advantage of before the end of the year is to donate. Donate your money so then you can get some tax credits that you can use to lower your tax liability when you go to file your taxes in the new year. In order for you to take full advantage of your donations, you have to make sure that you're making those donations before the end of the year. So as long as you make them by December 31st, you're gonna get issued a tax receipt. And that tax receipt you'll be able to give to your accountant or use to claim for donation purposes when you go to file your taxes. This is a great strategy to not only give back to the community, but also lower your tax liability. Again, only donations that are made in the calendar year can be used for tax purposes. So make sure that if you want to make donations, to make them before the end of the year. So there you have it, guys. Those are 4 things that you should take full advantage of before the end of the year. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Also, if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments down below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. Also, if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. At the end of the day, if you learned something from this, I'm sure they will too. It also helps me grow this channel so that I can keep making these videos and keep providing more information for you guys to learn from. As always, guys, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one.